That's beautiful. And this is really, really exciting for me because it's not usual that a clarinet player gets to coach Baroque music. In fact, I don't think it's ever happened before. But it's like one of my favorite things, and I'm such a nerd. Have you read Quantz's book on playing the flute? What? You've got to read it. It's awesome. What a read. I don't know if it's like on, you know, what is it, Amazon yet, but it's an old book. You just go to the library. It's on playing the flute, and can you believe I actually read it? The reason I read it is because, no, it's fascinating. He talks about, and I want to talk about this, articulation and all the varieties of articulation and the expressive content in that. And it's huge. You guys play so beautifully. I love this piece. I love how you're interacting. I think it could be even more. And I want to play some games with you guys to sort of elicit some of this that I'm talking about. Really, in this, just love this music so much. It's so great.
Isn't it the most romantic of romantic music?
It's so great. How you do your left hand will give so much to this. Can you just play alone for a second? Where does all that eighth start? Like 63. Can you just start there for a second? Yeah. Just play for a while. Good. So now, have you given any thought to actually how you're shaping that left hand, or is just sort of happening, dum da dee da dum da, is what you're doing?
A bit, but not, yeah, just basically that.
Just that you're feeling it that way right now, right? Right. Okay. So, look at what happens if you yum bum beam beam bop 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 beam. That the first note is a little longer, and the other ones are bop bop bop. Beam, bop, 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 beam, bop, bop. I'm not saying you should do it that way. I just want you to experience these different ways of doing it. Go ahead. Bop, 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 dee, da, 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 bop, bop. Do it. It's good. Do it slowly once. Yum, bop, 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 beam, bop, 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 da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Can you do the yeah? You know, do the second, third, and fourth notes just a little shorter, and the first note a little longer. Do it really slowly. Anytime you're doing something new, show yourself really slowly. Yum, bop, 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 beam, bop, 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 deem, bop, bop, deem, bop, bum, bop. Don't get faster. I know, you'll be able to, yeah, it's amazing. You know what, that is really, how can I impress this upon you all? That is not remedial. Like, I practice a ton, and I love practicing, and I do most of it slowly. Because it's...
Can you say that again? What? Really loudly?
Well, it's just, you know what, I think Itzhak Perlman's, his email address is practiceslowly.com. I'm not kidding. This really, it actually works. You know, the thing is, guys, know this, really, that is the shortcut. We think, oh, I can play this, and you just start rushing and playing a little faster. But to really have that discipline and the awareness that your brain, here's the bottom line. If you know the material and you are playing efficiently and comfortably, speed is a non-issue. You don't have to think of, oh my gosh, I'll just have to keep clicking the metronome up. It actually starts to manifest because you have done this in your life in a variety of ways unrelated to playing the instrument. We all walk pretty well right now, right? And when you were learning to walk, you didn't have your ego telling you, oh man, my brother walked when he was 10 months and now I'm behind, so I got to hurry. You know, it doesn't happen like that. You just, you stumble a little bit, you deal with it, you get up and you do it. It happened with speech, it happened with everything else. But give yourself this chance, and I'm not even saying you should do this because I like your choices, but I just want you to experience something different. Yeah. Boom, bop, 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 beam, bop, 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 dun, 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 dee, dun, dun. Great. Stay slow. Deem, dut, 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 deem, bop, bop, bop. Good. I'm curious now. Can you guys all do it that slowly? So, Asher and Maya, start at 63. I want to see how that fits with them. That slowly. Don't go faster. Yum, bop, bop, beam, boom. At 63. And. Good. That's cool. Now I'm really, here I'm listening to these two. This is, it's like a love duet. I don't know how you feel about each other, what the relationship is, but musically right now, that's what it is. He beckons to you at the beginning of the piece, and you respond back to him. I'm seeing something here, but it doesn't matter. Okay. But the point is, musically, that's what we get as a listener, right? This connection. You know what I hear they're doing? Da da ba ba be da ba ba, right? Is that your articulation? So if they're doing that, you can mirror that in your continuo. So you're bum bum beam bum beam bum. So now we're going to revise what we did. It's long, short, right? Can we do the same tempo with that in mind? So now you're all attuned to each other. Watch this. Great. Great. Good. That's good. Bum. Short, long, right? Now, this will just be a nice, how should I say, a little bed of roses for these two lovers, right? It's just right there. So okay. Sorry, that's your role. But so that's important. I mean, listen, what do I know about continuo playing? I mean, I'm a clarinet player, but as I said, I'm curious about this stuff because, I mean, the clarinet grew out of something, and, that sort of chamber music connection is, I think, what this is about. Can we start the beginning again? And Asher, would you make whatever plea to Maya as a moment of deep tenderness, sincerity, and depth? Okay? Well, let's see. I'm curious to see how this. So that means don't be afraid to make a big gesture and to recede. Okay? Go outside of what you think you want to do dynamically. Okay? Respond to him Good. This is good. This is good. This is good. I'm getting. Do you think it's just that I gave them this whole story about a love duet that they liked it more, or are you actually doing something? Maybe a little of both? I think you guys were definitely doing something. Well, isn't that interesting? Like coming up with that emotional context informed how you used your air. It went way beyond saying, oh, my teacher told me to, push out and do this and open here. It went beyond that, and things started to happen naturally. I'm not saying we shouldn't be aware of all these wonderful, helpful, technical points about our body awareness, but this sort of emotional connection as a player and as a listener is an override to all of that. So, yay, I got to this thing at 14. Here's a moment where your articulation can communicate a lot. How you group things, how you taper, just 2 notes can transform the meaning for the listener. Maya, can you just play bar 14? Beautiful. Now, let me just play with you for a second. Ba-ba-bee-dum-dee-dum-ba-dum. Let's do, I'm just curious to see, show me in your part where that is. So we'll do dum-bum-ba-dum, dee-dum-ba. These will be short, the ends of these. Dee-dum-ba-dum, bum-bum-bee-dum, bee-dum, bee-dum, dum-bum. And this will just be a little longer. That changes things. Now reverse it so that this is longer and this is lighter. Good, and that's great. And now, let's see what happens if you do this and you end really gently. Good, try that with Asher. Do the bar before. Actually, start at 12. Sorry, start at 12. You actually, Michael, play too. Good. You can really end that gently together. You're fine. You know what? It's the first time you guys are actually playing in rhythmic unison so far from the beginning. And that can be a moment of like, we're finally together in third. He's smiling. It can be a moment where you're finally together. And can you really be together in terms of articulation? Should I not have gone here? I don't know. It's okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. But the music can really imply, we want to feel that connection, the oboe and the flute. So here you are. Bum ba be da dee da 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 dum. Should be like a little twinkle between the two of you with exactly the same shape, exactly the same articulation, and exactly the same nuance at the end. With a little bit of time, maybe, because you're finally like together. Okay? Start there at 12. Are we doing okay? 5. Oh, it goes by so fast. Okay. Good. Answer. beautiful. Good, you guys. You know what a suspension is, right? So that is sort of the most, well, tension-filled or expressive moment right at that point before it resolves. So if you can get just like 17 into 18, a little bit of crescendo on the sustained note, and then the downbeat gets the most. Can we try that? Do bar 16, and then just keep playing a little bit. React to each other. Answer. Beautiful, Asher. That's it. That's great. Oh, this has been so wonderful. That's beautiful playing. Everybody, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you.